Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. So let me see. Customers do for. Okay.
I hope I'm not putting you under stress, by the way.
Oh no, no, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. So my next question is,
Hmm.
like in terms of like guests, like who do you like who do you want to like interview? I guess it's like celebrities, random
Yeah.
people.
You know
Um,
what?
yeah.
The biggest celebrity I would love to have a conversation with
Mhm.
would be my favorite rapper E40, right? Because I actually no, not just E40. There's also Zero as well. He's the both of these people that are rappers. If they're not familiar with who these people are, so E40 is a rapper for almost 30 years, probably plus actually, going on to almost 40 actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, because he started in 1988, and fun fact, he was Tupac Shakur's best friend.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so there's a photo of him and E40 and Tupac together, and I'll send it to Bobby McHenry so he can show you guys as well if you guys watch this later. Um, and yeah, so his music has really spoken to me and really taught me how to be wise and know what to look for and stuff like that. His messages in his music really helped, even with Zero as well. Like the rapper Zero taught me that to be one deep. And I didn't really understand it at first. I mean, look, I can never be his level of one deep because my heart is way too big. I mean, maybe because he's gone through something that I will never understand. But his music has taught me that you really got to put yourself before everyone else and really just focus on on your path and getting this money. And I'd love to have a conversation with those guys. And yeah, I mean, look, hopefully one day if I get that opportunity, cool. If I don't get that opportunity, I mean, all right, cool. But in God willing, I like to say. But yeah, it'll be E40 and Zero. What I'd love to have a conversation with.
And then my last question is,
Yes.
um, okay, now this question kind of gets people because every time I ask it, they be like, "What?" So I'm gonna ask you, if you were granted $1 million, what,
Yes.
what and how? It's a two-part question.
Hmm.
What and how would you spend the money on? And why?
Okay. Well, the very first thing I would do is invest that money.
Okay.
Like because if you, because you got to understand this, right? Because the legendary rapper Scarface said this perfectly. He goes, "This life is about getting, sorry, life is not about bitches and money. Sorry for the swearing, but life is about getting this money, right?" And when we mean by getting this money is that, say, with the question, well, to answer your question, if I got $1 million, I got to put it somewhere where that money can grow, where that 1 million can turn into two, the two can turn into four, four can turn into 10. Like, I mean, look, it'll have to be a very maybe it could be properties, it could be, something, maybe an Airbnb, something like that, you know. Um, and yeah, that's because that way, when that money grows, I can use that money to pretty much do whatever it is I desire. Whether if I can travel anytime I want, like, I mean, to a point where my private plane can be my Uber. Let's pretty much to put it that way. You feel me? So yeah. So that's what I would do with $1 million. To invest it. So yeah, even with you, Bobby, like if you get your little piece of money, man, go invest it in something, man. Make that money grow. You don't, and I know a lot of people say, no, you got to enjoy it. You got to spend the money. I'm like, yeah, but I want to spend it. I'm happy to spend it when money's not an issue, when money's not a problem,
Right.
you know? So yeah, I'd rather spend it when I know that I'm financially stable and financially okay, you know? And then that's why we know the money's never going to run out because we've already used it wisely. That's all.
I respect you.
Yeah. You got to invest, Bobby. You got to invest it first. You got to grow it. You got to grow it so that way when you spend it, you don't have to worry about, oh man, why did I spend it? Because I think that's another reason why people have that mentality on, oh, they just want to spend it because when you spend it, it's like, oh crap. You'll have that mental regret in the back of your head. Everyone has it. I used to have it. When I was broke, man, when I was broke and I was spending something when I know I shouldn't have, and I spent it because I I needed to buy something to make me feel better. You know what I mean? Because when I was depressed and that type of stuff, and realizing it made me even more depressed because I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have spent that money. I could have just kept it to, put it somewhere else. But that's why I said when you invest, because when your money grows, right, you can spend whatever it is you want, and technically you're not losing because your money is growing.
Okay, okay.
You feel me? And I get it, bro. And I understand you, bro. When you want to get a piece of money, you just want to spend it and go crazy. You know what I mean? I know you want to have a collection of blazers for the show and everything. You want
Yeah.
to get a collection of hats. Just to sort of spice it up a bit. You
Hmm.
know, nothing wrong with that. But when the time is right, that's when you do that. It's all about being wise when it comes to decisions. Wait, how old are you again, Bobby?
In my 20s.
Yeah, bro. Hey, listen. You got all the time in the world, bro. You got all the time in the world to invest your money and do all that. Because by the time you get to my age, man, you'll be buying your mama a house. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I know what that's every son's goal for their mother. You feel me? Like, because I want to buy my mama a house, man. But unfortunately, how I grew up was, I wouldn't say wasted, but like there were so many years not getting the opportunity to grow properly until that opportunity finally came, and then that's when I really hustled, man. And yeah, but yeah. But that's all the questions you got for me, bruh. That's all. All right, but you know what? I have to jump off only because it is 10 a.m. 10:08 a.m. Saturday, well 10:09 now. And then there's a few things I got to do. I got to do some more networking for the show, but I'm going to jump off. Thank you so much, Bobby. Thank you so much. I finally get to be on your show, man. And as I said, bro, just keep growing, keep doing what you're doing. Forget about the white noise. Just man, hey, when you do get a little of that piece of money, find the best way to invest it, right? And as I said, bro, don't worry about the now. Think of the future because you are going to be around. I promise you, you are going to be around in the future. So, man, but yeah, bro, is there anything you want to add before I leave?
Uh, no. Let me see. How many? I have two. This is. Oh no. So I have three people watching. So I just want to say real quick, for the three people who are watching, go follow this guy right here. He is my um what you call it, my mentor or whatever you want to
Yeah,
say.
mentor. Yes,
Yeah.
mentor. Yeah.
So he does a show. It's called Real Talk with Absy. He is if y'all want to do us an interview, so how does that work out? Like how do you get like people on? Like do they have to inbox you or like you
I
have
mean,
like
look, no, for me, like if they want to inbox me, that's fine. I usually do the reaching out as well. I do a lot of reach outs just to see if they want to be on the show or not, if they are comfortable to be on the show, which is very important. And yeah, and then that's when we take it from there. I try to keep it more of a conversation than an interview. I mean, there'll be interview questions, but there'd also be more of a conversation in between. So
right?
yeah.
Okay, well y'all go follow him and that will be it for today.
Thank you so much, Bobby. I'm gonna jump out, but thank you so much, Bobby. You take care, my friend. And my door is always open if you need me, and we'll have a conversation. All right?
Right.
Don't be afraid either. I don't want that. I don't want you being awkward or whatever. If you want to talk, talk, bro. Reach out. Remember, mental health is everything. You feel me? All right. Have a good night, my friend.